Ladies and gentlemen, all the motorheads out there, how we doing, guys? So, I'm building a new trailer for the top of my YouTube page and for MotorHeadMen.com. For all you new subscribers, welcome. For everybody who's stopping by the website, welcome. For all you old timers that have seen me on the other social media channels, stick around, you might hear something new. So, here we go, guys. First business day of 2026. What do you think of that? The first real business day. So, here we go. Let's talk about the MotorHead Men Channel. Okay? Almost 6 years ago to the date, I opened MotorHead Men on YouTube. And I started traveling around doing videos of other Delaware motorheads. I expanded out and did some videos with some famous drag racers and did some car shows, did some museums. But then after injuring my knee and being forced to medically retire from my 14-year career diesel mechanics, I decided to go further with the MotorHeadMen.com. January of 2025, after consulting with some professionals and some colleagues, I decided to open the MotorHead Men nonprofit foundation. Now, this nonprofit foundation is about helping older motorheads work with younger motorheads. It's about opening a museum here in Delaware for Delaware racing history, for cars, for a lot of different, for tradesmen, a lot of tradesmen in Delaware. My family goes deep in tradesmen in Delaware. For a lot of different reasons, I wanted to open a museum. And I also wanted to open and sponsor tech centers where young kids, where younger people, even older people could come and meet other motorheads and learn different things about working on cars. We have a lot of ideas about running a tech center, and it's our goal to get to that. Now, we're only a year into this. In July of last year, we got our 501c3 certificate from the IRS, so we are now legitimately a nonprofit foundation. And our goals have not changed. Although in May of last year, I was offered to work with somebody that I worked for when I was 15 years old, a guy named Ronnie Still, who's restored Corvettes his entire life. He opened his shop in 1965. He's still in his same shop. He's in his 80s today, and he's looking to sell off his collection of car parts. So after talking with Mr. Ronnie, we decided to help him with that. He's got 2 collector cars there, two very cool Corvettes, and he's got a whole large collection of Corvette parts that he has offered us on consignment to sell through the foundation. And since that's happened, in late September, we were contacted about a massive collection of brand new 50s all the way up until the late 90s, brand new car parts, remand and new. They called it Toohey Gold. And although in part it was a donation, cost a lot of money to move it back. So now we're working on not only a museum and a tech center, but a warehouse where motorheads can trade parts back and forth, okay, and help us on our goals. We're still working on all the details. We have a big foundation meeting coming up with some great people, local Delaware people, and people from around the country, motorheads who love what we're doing. And we're going to come up with ways and means that we can fund our building and museum, and at the same time keep the parts alive that are going to be needed. For me, I have grandkids that are going to get some of my cars, and I want them to be able to buy parts for them, like a decent master cylinder, like a decent alternator. There's a lot of things that, you know, our old muscle cars, what we consider a cool old car, is going to the wayside. And now people want 90s trucks and 90s cars. So there's a lot of reasons we opened this nonprofit foundation, and we're going forward with our goals and our ideas. And between the board members that are currently in place and the new board members that we're putting in place in February, and all the cool people we're working with, we're going to work to come up with some really cool ideas on how to get this museum and building funded, the tech center, and on how to keep these parts in circulation. There's a lot of parts in junkyards out there, but we all know junkyards are disappearing. Backyard cars are disappearing. So we're working on ideas. Now, again, I welcome you to MotorHeadMen.com. A lot's changed since early 2025, and boy, do we have an awful lot to bring to this channel. I hope you stay tuned in. We are going to share with you as much as possible. If you go through my history of videos on any of the social medias I'm on, I share a lot of videos working in my garage, a lot of videos of tinkering with my cars, different things I've run into, friends with cars, car shows. But now we got something to really bite into. You know, Mr. Ronnie gave us something to really bite into and something to learn how to sell this stuff today, sell these collector car parts today, and help Mr. Ronnie retire without having this large collection of car parts and without auctioning them all off and giving them away. So there's a lot of things in store, a lot of things for us to share with you, and in the weeks, in the days and weeks and months ahead, we have an awful lot of video to do for you. Not only product videos of products we brought out of this warehouse, but along with cars that we're going to put up for sale. We've already had cars that have been consigned to us to sell, and consigned cars are pretty cool because there's no liability to sell them, so it's easier for the foundation to work with, where the net proceeds will go towards the foundation. Now, in some of these consigned vehicles, they didn't run. So we spent a few dollars and got them running and got them cleaned up, and we're putting them out there for sale. So again, stay tuned for this journey with us. Started out with me, trying to figure out what to do after injuring my knee. Trying to figure out something to do now that I can't stand on a concrete floor for 40 hours a week. And now we're up to 18, 19 members who have the same ambitions as I do to start a museum and a tech center here in Delaware. So again, stay tuned to the MotorHeadMen.com channel. Stay tuned to everything we're about to share with you. We have a lot to do this year. We are just beyond loaded with car parts and cars. And we're excited to bring it all to the channel. So again, welcome to the MotorHead Men nonprofit 501c3 YouTube channel and to the website. And like, subscribe, share, you know the jazz. Stay tuned because we got a lot to do and we can't wait to share it with all of you. My name's Kuda Bill. We'll see you soon. Kuda Bill out.